Do you remember what was your homework?
Oh,
Yes, we got homework.
no.
Hey, what was your homework?
ทำเสร็จแล้วแต่ยังไม่ได้ถ่ายส่งงานทำไมดิไม่เจอ
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, workbook number 50. Workbook number 50, activity 1. Workbook number 50,
ก
activity
รุณาเปีย
1.
กแป๊บนึงนะคะอาจารย์กรุณาเปียก
All right.
Okay, so let's check it together. Let's check it together. So, by the way, yes, please write your name and number in the chat. Write your name and number in the chat to show you are here. Okay. Now I would like you to write the first one in the chat. Please write the first one in the chat.
Okay. For those who know the answer for number 1, you can write down the number in the chat.
Okay, 9,000. What's the number? 9,000. Okay, write the number in the chat. Right.
เขียนเลขมาเลยค่ะ
Right.
Teacher check in.
Smart. This is 9,000.
Correct,
Yes,
Infa. Correct.
9,000. Correct info. Okay. So what's this number? Number 2. What is this one? Hey guys, don't put just your number in the chat. Write your number and the name. Yeah, Taiwan. Thank you. Okay, so what is this one? Write a number in words. Words. Number 2. Write number in words. What is this number? Or you can say it. Okay. What's this number?
ข้อนี้ตอบเปิดไม่ตอบได้เลยค่ะ
เนี่ยอาจารย์หนูค้างอยู่ไอ้ตรงที่มันต้องเขียนเป็นตัวอักษรมันไม่ใช่ตัวเลข
Yes, how to spell?
but I don't know I don't
So
know
what's this? What's this? How do you say it in English?
150,000.
Right.
Correct.
It's 150,000. 150,000. By the way, Teacher Pia, have the students submitted their homeworks to you?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, I just
39.
wonder why there are so little responses. If so, those students have already submitted it, so they should be ready to answer. Okay, number 3. Type in the chat number 3. What is 60 million? What's 60 million in numbers?
Type in the chat ได้เลยค่ะ You can type in the chat.
Yeah, 60 million.
60 million?
60 million. 60 million. Okay. Thank you, Ingfa. Good that you put the commas there. It's easily readable. Smart. It's hard to read how many zeros are there. But yes, that's correct. You don't have to put question mark, Ingfa. It's correct. What's this? What's this? Ingfa, what's this? Say this word.
อิงฟ้ารู้คำตอบไหมลูก
Number 4.
90 million.
90 million
เอ้ยมิลเลียนไม่ใช่ต่อ
Right. It's
90 million.
90
Correct.
million. And how do you write in numbers? 75,000. 75,000.
75000
Yes, you can type in the chat. Let me
Right. Good,
know.
Anda. Good, Anda. Right. Yes, so this is 75,000. And another homework was activity 2. Activity 2 in student book, page number 59. Please open your student book on page 59, and you have to answer these questions. So, what's the climate like in the Amazon rainforest? What's the climate like in the Amazon rainforest? Second, how many species of insects live in the Amazon rainforest? 3. Are piranhas more dangerous than anacondas? 4. Which is the more dangerous insect in the Amazon rainforest? So you will be reading again this article and finding answer to these questions. Okay, so let's read it again.
1. Read the text and match the paragraphs 1 to 3 with the titles A to D. There is an extra title you do not need to use. Then listen and check.
The Amazon rainforest. 1. B. What's it like there? The Amazon rainforest is in South America. Most of it is in Brazil and Peru. It is a tropical rainforest with a warm climate and lots of rain. The temperature is around 80 degrees Fahrenheit all year round. It gets a little colder in the winter. 2. A. It's full of different species. The Amazon rainforest is the largest in the world. It also has the most living plants and animals of any rainforest in the world. 40,000 species of plants and around 30 million species of insects live in the Amazon rainforest. 10,000 new insect species are found every year. 3. D. How dangerous is it? The Amazon River runs through the rainforest and it is full of piranhas. These fish can bite badly, but other animals are more dangerous. The
ค่ะไม่เห็นแชร์สกรีนมันหายไปไหนดูดีกว่า
Okay.
The Amazon River runs through the rainforest and it is full of other animals are more dangerous.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying
1.
to set it
Read
up.
the text.
The Amazon River runs through the rainforest and it is full of piranhas. These fish can bite badly, but other animals are more dangerous. The anaconda snake is one of the largest snakes in the world and it can eat a person. Poison dart frogs are beautiful and colorful, but are one of the most poisonous animals in the world. The most dangerous insect in the rainforest is probably the mosquito. Mosquitoes can give you yellow fever or malaria, and you may die.
Mosquitoes are bad for people. Teacher Pia, you can ask any student who has handed over their homework.
Sorry, teacher, I just disconnected.
Yes, I know. You can ask any student which has handed over the homework.
All right.
And if the answer will be correct, he should get extra points or she should get extra points. So number 1, what's the climate like in the Amazon rainforest?
Can I ask from?
I think.
อยากตอบเลย Yes. Yes.
No.
Okay. All right. Can I ask from Mai อยู่ไหมคะ number 30 Mai อยู่ไหมลูก number 30
Here.
All right. What's it?
I'm here.
Yes. Go ahead. What's the answer? What's the climate like in the Amazon?
Let me check my answer.
All right, hurry up.
Okay, please do so.
The tropical rainforest is a climate, I think. Yep.
Well,
Tropical.
it's Amazon is a tropical rainforest. It's in tropical climate or in warm climate. Yes. So the climate, it's warm. It is a tropical rainforest, so it's warm, about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and there's a lot of rain. It gets a little colder in the winter, okay? So it's a
Sure.
tropical climate, okay?
Yes.
May I ask?
Yes, sure.
Can I write warm climate and lot of rain?
What do you want to write?
It's warm and what?
And lot of rain.
A lot
Okay,
of
that's
rain.
correct. Well,
Yes.
yes, that's okay. Yes, there is a lot of rain. Okay, that's correct. There is a lot of rain. Okay, number 2. How many species of insects live in the Amazon rainforest? Teacher Bia.
All right. Can I ask from Fan ค่ะ 11 San 11 San อยู่ไหมครับ
อยู่ครับ
Okay, number 2
เปิด
please.
ไมค์ไม่ติดครับ
All right, fine.
How many species of insects live in the Amazon rainforest?
Yes.
ซานรู้คำตอบแต่ซานไม่รู้ว่าจะพูดยังไงครับ
Yes.
ไม่รู้จะตอบยังไงดี
เมื่อกี้เพื่อนเพิ่งทำyou can say in Thai first I can help you. You can say in Thai and I can help you.
มี30 ล้านตัวครับ
30 ล้านว่ายังไงดี30 บวกล้าน30คือเท่าไหร่คะ
30 บวกล้าน โอ้
30อะไรล้านคือ
30 million
You were correct 30 million
Right.
Is that correct
30 million, correct. 30 million species of insects, correct.
ทำไมบูมก็30 บวกล้านของเรา
30 million species of insects. Number 3. Are piranhas more dangerous than anacondas?
Care number
Are
16
piranhas
please
No they're not
No they aren't
Yeah,
Or no, they
right,
are not.
because anacondas are more dangerous than piranhas. Okay. They are more. Number 4. Which is the most dangerous insect in the Amazon rainforest? Which is the most dangerous insect in the Amazon rainforest?
mosquito
mosquito
Right,
Mosquito is
correct. The mosquito, right. Because it can give you yellow fever or malaria and you may die. Yes, that's bad. Okay, let's look up the grammar and we will review the grammar, the comparative and superlatives. So,
Look, the temperature today is higher than it was yesterday. I think snakes are more dangerous than
Okay.
frogs.
So comparison of adjectives. We use the comparative form of adjectives when we compare two people, animals, or things from comparative form or comparatives. Comparative form or comparatives. And when we compare two people, animals, or things. For example, higher. Yeah, that's a comparative. Higher or more dangerous. It's also comparative. And superlative.
Russia is the largest country in the world. Oleander is one of the most poisonous plants in
So
the
we
world.
use superlative form when we compare one person, animal, or things with several, with more of the same kind. And we form it these ways. For example, the black mamba is the most dangerous snake in the world. Okay, and I would like to look up more about how we form comparatives and superlatives. Ah. Oh yeah, it's somewhere here. Okay. So the base form, or we called absolute or positive form of superlatives. That's how we call it. And we have three ways how to form a comparative. First, adding letters ER or R to positive form. We have adjective, positive, high, and we add higher. We add ER to make us comparative. High, higher, cold, colder. Watch out when we are adding ER to a word which ends with Y, like happy. We actually change it to, we remove the Y and change it to ire with I. We remove Y and change it to I. Happy, happier. You see, happy, this one, we have changed into this one. Okay. And watch out when we have consonant, when we have adjectives, we have form of consonant, vowel, consonant. We like hot is consonant, vowel, consonant. So there hot, H is consonant, O is vowel, T is consonant. So it's consonant, vowel, consonant. We double the last consonant. So hot becomes hotter. So we have this one is being doubled. This one is being doubled. See? Okay, this is being doubled. Second way how to form comparative is using more before the positive form. Dangerous becomes more dangerous. That's pretty simple. Dangerous, more dangerous. And then we have irregular forms. There are few of them which have irregular forms, like good, better, bad, worse, far, farther. Okay. So we have some adjectives which form irregularly the comparative. And the question is when we should use which form? Well, that's a question. Good question. Well, if it is irregular, we can just use irregular. That's simple. We have to memorize or learn by heart or you might need to learn by heart, memorize irregular forms. There are a few of them, and just use those if it's irregular. But when to use ER and when to use more? Well, you can count the syllables. So how many syllables? Dangerous. How many syllables does it have? Dangerous. Okay, how many syllables? Dangerous. Somebody tell me how many syllables does it have?
dangerous มีกี่พยางค์คะ dangerous 3 syllables.
Yes.
Correct.
Dangerous. We can clap. Dangerous. Okay. How many syllables does the word happy have? How many syllables? 2. Happy. Okay. How many syllables does the word hot has?
1.
Yes, hot. Okay. So if it's a regular or kind of regular adjective, we simply, if it's one syllable adjective, we use er. Okay, we use er if it's one syllable. With if it's like CVC, you have to watch out for CVC. CV, you have to change it into CVCCR. Yes, you double the last consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, double the last consonant, and yes, so you have to watch out for this one. Well, if you have two syllables, then you have to check, does it contain, does it end with Y? If yes, you can just form it with IER, wire, yeah, like happy, happier, okay? But if it another ending, so if it has another ending, well, then you actually kind of don't know. You don't know. And actually, there are some two-syllable adjectives which use the first one. There are some which use the second one more, and there are some which can use both, either one or the second one. What you can do is to check it in the dictionary, like Oxford Learner's Dictionary. For example, if I don't know what to do with, let's say Oxford. If I don't know what to do with some adjective which have two okay, there is somebody waiting here. If I don't know what to do with some adjective which has two syllables, for example, yeah, can you say me some two-syllable adjective? Yeah, for example,
Isha, you didn't share the screen.
I
okay.
didn't see any screen.
So for example, narrow. For example, narrow. That's okay. Or careful. We have like careful or narrow. Yeah. Let me share it with you. We have, for example, narrow. So we put in dictionary, narrow, and we see comparative narrower. So we can use narrower. Superlative is narrowest. Yeah, but actually also more narrow could be used. Okay, so you can use narrower in narrow. But if you have careful, as an adjective, you don't have here like comparative, and actually it's always safer to use more careful. So you can use more careful. Okay, so in case you don't know, that you can use a form with er then it's always safer. It is safer to use more. It sounds less wrong, okay? If you don't know, just use more. And if you have 3 and more syllables, use more. Okay, any questions? Is this clear?
เคยเลยคะจำเรื่อง superlative and comparative ได้ไหมคะ when we compare two things and one thing with everything จำได้ไหมตอนที่เราเรียนอยู่ unit E อะค่ะเช่น better good to better something like that เด็กจำได้ไหมเอ่ย hello มีใครอยู่ไหมเนี่ยทำไมมันเงียบจัง
ได้ขั้นกว่าสุด
ขั้นกว่าขั้นสุดใช่ไหมที่เชื่อจำได้ว่าจะจำได้ว่าตอนอยู่ Unit E แล้วก็เรียนมาใช่ไหมคะคราวนี้ถ้าเวลาเติมนะคะมันจะมีได้ยินแล้วที่เชื่อได้ยินตอนแล้วเราก็จะมีกฎง่ายๆไม่เยอะนะคะก็จะมีส่วนใหญ่ถ้าเป็นปกติ2 พยางค์ 1 พยางค์เราก็เติม er ได้เลยใช่ไหมเช่นคำว่า safe เป็น safer อะไรอย่างเงี้ยใช่ไหมเติม r เข้าไปอะไรอย่างเงี้ยหรือว่าถ้าบางคำที่ลงท้าย2 พยางค์แต่บางครั้งก็ไม่เติมบางครั้งก็เติมเป็น more แทนแบบถ้าเราไม่ชัวร์เราก็สามารถเช็คใน dictionary ได้นะคะใน dictionary ก็จะบอกเลยว่าอันนี้ถ้าเป็น comparative หรือขั้นกว่าเนี่ยมันเป็นอย่างนี้นะหน้าตาแบบนี้นะอะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะคะหรือถ้ามันมากกว่า2 พยางค์มากกว่า2 พยางค์แปลว่า2ก็ได้หรือ2ขึ้นไปเช่น dangerous ใช่ไหม dangerous 3 syllables ใช่ไหมคะมี3 พยางค์เราก็จะเติม more เข้าไปหรือถ้า2 พยางค์เช่นคำว่า careful ที่เชื่อสลาวโชว์ให้ดูเมื่อกี้ careful 2 พยางค์ก็จริงแต่เราจะไม่พูดว่า carefuler เราจะไม่พูดว่า carefuler เราจะพูดว่า more careful นะคะ more careful แต่ถ้าเด็กไม่มั่นใจก็สามารถเช็คใน dictionary ได้ส่วนถ้ามันมีแค่3 ตัวอักษร CVC ก็คือเป็นพยัญชนะสระแล้วก็พยัญชนะเช่นคำว่าอะไรนั่น fit ที่แปลว่าพอดีค่ะ FIT fit หรือ big ก็ได้big ที่แปลว่าใหญ่ใช่ไหม CVC ครบเลย BIG CVC ใช่ไหมคะคราวนี้เราก็จะเปลี่ยนจาก CVC ตัวนี้ให้มันเป็นขั้นกว่าเราทำยังไงคะขั้นกว่า CVC BIGเราจะทำยังไงกับมันดีถึงจะเป็นขั้นกว่าที่แปลว่าใหญ่กว่าได้เราจะทำยังไงดีคะ
เติมหรือเปล่าครับ
เติมอะไรนะ
เติมมอเหรอ
เนาะถ้าเป็นมอแปลว่ามอบิ๊กเกอร์ไม่มีมอบิ๊กเกอร์เอาว่าเติมมออาจารย์
มอบิ๊ก
เดี๋ยวมันมี3 ตัวนะ CVC เดี๋ยวมันมีแค่3 ตัว CVC ให้เติมอะไรเข้าไปก่อนแล้วค่อยเติม er ได้เช่น fit ที่แปลว่าพอดี
เลยต้องดับเบิลเข้าไป
yes you need to double อีกตัวหนึ่งใช่ไหมคะก็จะเป็น big เป็น bigger เป็น bigger แบบนี้ได้เลยนะคะ bigger หรือว่าถ้าเป็นอีกตัวหนึ่งสมมติคำว่า fit ที่แปลว่าพอดีค่ะ fit ที่แปลว่าพอดีจะบอกว่าพอดีกว่าจะเติมยังไงเติม er ยังไงคะ fit
เติมดับเบิลเข้าไปก่อน
แล้วค่อยเติม er correct นะคะแล้วถ้าเป็นคำว่าคำว่าอะไรดีเมื่อกี้ที่เชื่อคิดออกแล้วชื่อก็ลืม fat ที่แปลว่าอ้วน fat
ต้องดับเบิลทีเข้าไป
แล้วค่อยเติม er ก็จะเป็น fatter นะคะแล้วถ้าคำว่า thin ล่ะคะ thin thin ที่แปลว่าผอม
thin ดับเบิล
ดับเบิลไหม
N เข้าไปแล้วติดดับเบิล
อ่า
ดับเบิล
ดับเบิลหรือไม่ดับเบิลคิดว่า T H I N 4 ตัวเลยนะ T H I N
ดับเบิลดับเบิล
ดับเบิลทำไมถึงคิดว่าดับเบิลดับเบิล N แล้วค่อยเติม ER แต่มันมี 4 ตัวนะ
ใช่
มันมี 4 ตัวนะ มันมี 4 ตัวนะ correct it's short vowels นะคะออกเสียงสั้นนั่นเอง มันก็เลยเติม N อีกตัวแล้วค่อยเติม ER very good แสดงว่าเด็กจำได้จากป .5 จาก unit E very good
Okay,
Teacher,
so
yes
and if you have like adjective which ends with E, you just add air, you don't double the E. Okay, so if you have some adjective which ends with E, you just add air. For example, I have nice, you just add air, not er, nicer. You see, nice, nicer. Okay, well, let's look to superlative. It's actually pretty similar. So we can form it. How to form it? Okay. How to form superlatives? Well, first,
we use the most or plus
We can-
es
yeah.
yes
EST,
very
we
good
add EST, high, highest. Highest. Cold, coldest. Okay, coldest. I don't want this to change. Okay, coldest. Okay. Cold, coldest. We change Y to Yest. To Yest. Happy, happiest. Right? Okay. And also we again double the last consonant in these consonant, vowel, consonant, adjective. Hot, hottest. Fat, fattest. Thin, thinnest. Or we use most before the positive form. Dangerous, most dangerous. Okay, and we have irregular form like good, best, or bad, worst. Okay, good, best, bad, worst. And when we use which? When to use which form? Again, we use the number of syllables rule. Okay, when we have one syllable, we use, and it's not irregular one, we use EST. Or when we have CVC, we double the last consonant, and which if it's ending with E, we just add ST. Yes, like nice, nicest. Okay, nice, nice, nicest. I don't want this to change all the time. Nicest. Ending in Y, two syllables ending in Y, we add highest. Happy, happiest. And if it's different ending, it's actually, we don't know. We have to look up in dictionary, or safest is used most. And if we have three syllables, used most. That's simple. Most. Okay, let's practice it a bit. Let's practice it a bit, and let's look up in activity number 2. Number 3, complete with the correct form of the words in parentheses. Yesterday it, oh, sorry. Okay. Yesterday it was cloudy than it is today. Okay, so what should be here?
cloudy 2 syllables
Cloudy. How we will form, what it should, is it like comparative or
More.
superlative?
More.
What should be here? How many syllables does it have?
More cloudy.
Well, how many syllables does it have?
cloudier
มีกี่พยางค์คะ alright
Two
Two.
syllables.
syllables
What is the ending? What is the ending?
why
Why? So what we would do? Is it comparative or superlative? Is it comparative or superlative here?
Comparative.
Comparative. We have then. So what should be here?
Cloudier.
Cloudier. Yes.
Very
Yesterday it was
good.
cloudier than it is today. Number 2. I think frogs are one of the
Ugliest.
right. Ugliest. It ends in Y as 2 syllables. One of the ugliest. I think rainforests are places than oceans. So is it comparative or superlative?
More interesting is comparative.
Comparative. And how many
Comparative.
syllables does it have? How many syllables does it have?
4.
Four.
Interesting. Interesting. 3 syllables. Interesting. 3 syllables. So we use more interesting. Number 4. The temperature in Spain is
Higher.
yes, higher than in Norway. It's 1 syllable word. It's simple. 5. Insect in the rainforest is probably the mosquito. So is it some comparative or superlative?
More
More
dangerous.
Is it comparative or superlative?
The most dangerous.
Very good.
It's superlative. Yes,
It's
the most dangerous
superlative.
insect in the rainforest is probably the
Right.
mosquito.
ใช่ค่ะ
Okay. Okay,
Info
now
สงสัยไหม?
listen to a science teacher and check A or B. Okay.
Hold
So
on,
now you
teacher.
will listen to
Teacher,
a
so
recording.
excuse me.
Yes.
Before we go, I would like to ask them เด็กๆคะมีคำถามไหมคะ Are there any question about superlative and comparative? Okay, no? We can move on. All right. All right, teacher.
ได้นิดหน่อย
Okay. เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้ teacher ทำรีวิวให้นะคะ All right, fine. Teacher. Yes.
Okay. So now check A or B. Where are the most frogs found? How many frog species are there? What are frogs eat? And which one is the Goliath frog? So in your student book, check when recording A or B. Okay, picture.
4. Listen to a science teacher and
This frog is not even an inch long, and it can sit pretty comfortably on a coin. Now, let's look at the different
Okay,
subspecies.
so students, where are the most frogs found? A or B?
I think A.
A.
Hey, right. What's that? What's on the picture? What's on
A.
the picture?
A pound.
Yes, correct. It's a tropical rainforest, right? Tropical rainforest. How many frog species are there?
5,000.
5,000.
A or B? A or B? A or B?
A.
A.
Hey, right.
เฮ้ยมัน
Yes,
A หมดเลยเนี่ย
5,000.
จะตอบคำถามแต่มันไม่ทันปิด
3. What do
Cost
large
B
frogs
เนอะ
eat? What do large frogs eat?
B. Frog eats snail and insect and
Frog
small
eats-
animal.
Large frogs. Yes, large frogs eat snails and insects and small frogs, right? B. And
Why is
number
the name on
4,
available?
which one is the Goliath frog? Which one is the
รู้
Goliath
เหมือนกัน
frog?
ว่ามันกินนี้ด้วย
A or B?
Goliath
A.
is on the coin. A.
Goliath frog. Well, it doesn't work here. Actually, this is a Brazilian gold frog. This is Brazilian gold frog. But the Goliath frog weighs about 8 pounds. The Goliath frog is the largest frog in the world and weighs about 8 pounds, so it's very heavy. Okay, Goliath frog, B.
It's the largest frog in the world and weighs about
Okay.
8 pounds.
Good. Let's move to the next one. Talk about the climate in your country. Discuss the following questions. In your country, is the weather the same in the north, south, east, west? What's the weather like in the different seasons? When does it rain most? What's the temperature like? When is it coldest, hottest? Which season do you like the most? Okay, so you can speak about your country.
เด็กๆคะ
Is
we are
it
going to talk
is the
about
weather
Thailand.
same in the north, south, east, or west?
The north is cold.
It's colder.
And
Mhm.
yes, it's colder than we here. We here is very hot, but in winter, the coldest is here, is in the east. But the north is might colder.
Mhm. It's actually that I know the south we don't have winter. In the south of Thailand we don't have winter because it's totally rainy and summer. And the northern part of Thailand is colder. But we are in the eastern, I mean like northeast, right? We are in northeast ตะวันออกเฉียงเหนือนะคะ so it's quite hot sometime and colder in very cold in winter นะคะ how about the west ก็คือตะวันตกเนี่ย is quite hot and there is not a lot of like rain they don't have rain actually น้อยมาก very a few years นะคะก็เลยจะน้อยมาก yes สี่ภาคของเรา
So,
Yes, teacher.
Students, when does it rain most? What's the temperature like? When is it the coldest or hottest? And which season do you like the most?
Mhm.
I think
In our
Maybe
country
about-
Mhm.
yes, I think maybe about 40 Celsius up, and I think the coldest is about 13. I think because in that winter it's very very cold.
Okay, for homework, you will do workbook number 2, activity number 2. Okay, workbook activity number 2. Read and complete with the words in the box. Okay, so read and complete with the words in the box. So which one is correct one? And also activity number 4. Look in activity 3 and make the pronouns and adjectives to make sentences. Okay, for example, the blue whale is the heaviest of all. So you have here some information and you should make these sentences in activity number 4. Like you have blue whale compared to all animals. So use superlative and you say, and how it is heavy, you say, the blue whale is the heaviest of all. Use superlative is the heaviest of all. Have heavy, okay? For number 2, you should use adjective long. Number 3, fast. Number 4, slow. You have the information you are comparing is here in number 3. Okay, so that's your homework. Okay. Teacher Pia, do you have
Yes
any things to add?
alright เด็กๆคะเดี๋ยวการบ้านเราจะเป็นหน้าที่50นะคะ don't forget to do that and then we will show you activity points for today
but
Okay.
I finished.
yes oh it's fine you can submit after this ดิฉันยังไม่ได้สั่งให้ทำนี่ทำไมทำก่อนนะ
ทำไมทำก่อนอ่ะทำไมทำก่อน
แม่ไปเห็นในดูเลยอะไรไม่รู้อะเขาแปลกๆอะแล้วแม่ก็ให้ผมทำอะ
No, this is really funny at the moment. Alright, this is your activity point for today. Sorry, I need to zoom. Can you see that? ไล่นะคะไล่ลงมา for those who yes
ทำไม4เองอ่ะเชื่อ
ไม่ส่งการบ้านไง for those
ส่งไปแล้วส่งไปหมดทุกอย่างหมด
เมื่อวานยังไม่เห็นทำไมเมื่อวานไม่เห็น
การบ้านหน้าที่เท่าไหร่
ที่เฉลยตอนช่วงต้นนะคะที่ฉันไม่เห็นที่ฉันเช็คแล้ว
ทีเชอร์เดี๋ยวผมส่งไปให้ทีเชอร์ดูว่าทำไมผมโดนสั่งครับผมโดนแบนส่งไปในไลน์ส่วนตัวได้ไหมครับทีเชอร์เปีย
ส่งใน Open Chat ส่วนตัวเลยค่ะ Open Chat นะขอไม่รับไลน์ส่วนตัวนะคะไลน์ส่วนตัวเยอะมากตอนนี้ so today
คือว่าผมหาไม่เจอครับ Open Chat ส่วนตัว
ที่เชอร์บอกรอบที่ 3,000 แล้วตอนรอบที่ 3,000 แล้ว
ที่ชื่อเปียครับ
ครับ
ผมโดนแบนใน Open Chat อีกแล้วครับ
โอ้ยใครแบนใครเป็นนอกแบนตะวัน alright so don't forget to submit your workbook for your homework tomorrow นะคะ we will review about what we learned today that's it for today teacher Paul do you want to add anything else
No, but just if the comparative and superlative is not clear to you, prepare your question for me or for Teacher Pia for Friday. Okay, so I would like to know everybody is clear on comparative and superlative. So if you have any questions or if anything is not clear, don't hesitate to ask and or show that you have some problem with it. Okay, please.
all right so อย่าลืมทำการบ้านแค่นั้นแหละ so that's it thank you teacher thank you everyone bye bye
Thank you teacher Pia and teacher Slavo
thank you
teacher Pia and teacher Slavo
take care for those who don't get any gaps
thank you teacher